Hello, and welcome to this week's Feel Good Friday. I am coming to you super early today because Olivia's got a bit of a sore throat and she was tired and didn't want to go to school this morning. So I enticed her by reminding her that it was the last day of term and it was going to be all the fun that she'd miss if she stayed home. So I promised her that we'd have a cuddle and a movie afternoon when she come home from school. So I didn't want any distractions or saying halfway through the movie, oh, I've just got to go and do my Facebook Live, babe. So I'm coming to you super early. So the title today is Depressed or Deep Hunger. And I'm not talking about hunger of, oh, I'm starving, I need to feed my belly. I was watching a podcast on YouTube yesterday with a clinical psychologist, and she was saying that I don't remember all of the terminology, I apologise, but on some scans that she was looking at in the brain, that it's now proven that a lot of depression or depressive symptoms are brought about by a deep, deep hunger for a spiritual connection. And, it really got me thinking, because 10 years ago, I remember visiting a hypnotist, and we was having a chat, and he would say, right, I want you to go back under. And within like 2 or 3 seconds, I was gone. And I could just drop in and out of that state. And, I was very balanced and everything in my life was going as I planned it to. And for me, that has been one of my biggest struggles throughout these challenges we've had this last 5-6 months. Is, when I'm doing my meditation, I'm just not able to achieve that depth of relaxation and shut my brain off deep enough to experience what I want to experience from it. And so for me that rang really true, because I get so frustrated that I know I'm able to make that connection and get to that level of relaxation during my meditation, because I've done it for years. And definitely, I've always refused to take on the label of depression, because it was one of the first things they said to me during my pre-op. You'll suffer quote-unquote depression-like symptoms following your surgery. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because once they'd taken all of those labels off me, of being Sonia epileptic, Sonia disabled, Sonia unemployable, and I went through somewhat of an identity crisis, it would have been the easiest thing in the world to say, well, oh, I'm feeling this way because I'm depressed, because the doctor told me I am, or I would be. So I've never ever taken on that or subscribed to that. But there's been times in the recent past where I've wondered, well, because now also I'm not taking my medication for the anticonvulsants, and one of them acted as a mood stabiliser. So possibly that also helped me regulate, and go into a deeper state of relaxation. Whereas now, when my brain's in overload, there's nothing to counteract it. So yeah, I have wondered, well, maybe this is what depressive feelings feel like, or, and I get more and more frustrated by the day of trying to access that depth of relaxation during my meditation that I used to be able to. And knowing, it's becoming more and more widely spread now, that the fact that we are spiritual beings having a human existence, and not the other way around, as Newtonian science has told us all of these years, it makes perfect sense that, that longing that we have, well, there must be more, or, this can't be it. And that is, what generates these depressive feelings, that feeling of hopelessness and despair. So I just wanted to share that with you, and like I said, it definitely rang true for me, and I know that that's one of my challenges. So I know that I'm probably one of the minority still in the UK that regularly meditates, and people that know me know for 15-20 years every day I've meditated. But if you are somebody that, has any kind of spiritual relationship, and, with yourself, with your higher source, whatever you choose to call it, it might just be worth asking yourself, are you depressed, or are you just yearning for getting back to that peace? Because, today, in today's society, they're doing everything in their power to bombard those signals. And, you know, definitely I've noticed a difference in my ability to reach that level of consciousness since 5G has come about. You know, these radiation and electromagnetic fields, they are getting stronger and stronger. And it's like having disturbance on a radio station. You know, it does affect your ability to reach that level of frequency. So yeah, it just might be worth asking yourself whether it is that you are hungry or whether you are depressed. And also there's varying degrees of, you know, whether you're just in a depressive moment, in a depressive state, or whether you're full on depressed. And I'm by no means, you know, saying that this is the answer to stop taking medication and start doing meditation, but it definitely will help. So yeah, I hope you found some value and insight from that. Thank you for joining me live, Cheryl, and anyone that watches the replay. See you all next week. Take care.